Hi, this is Goggett, and today I'm making a little short video on the type of fuel I use to make my barbecues. When I'm barbecuing, I was asked by several people and got some comments and emails stating, how do you light your fire when you make the barbecue? Well, I'm going to clear something up and I'll show you what I use. What I use is odorless lighter fluid. This is just a Walmart brand. Always make sure it's odorless. This is what I use. A lot of people, pit masters and everything, professionals will say, "Oh, you never use that. You never use that because you're going to get that taste of the lighter fluid in your food and it's going to taste bad." I can't tell the difference. Another thing what a lot of people uses, and I have one, is a chimney. This is what you call a chimney starter. And what it's got a place here. And what you do, how you use one of these is you put newspapers on this back section, and then you load the coals in the middle. And what you do is you light the newspaper and let the heat from the newspaper light the coals and in this chimney. Like I say, I always use the odorless lighter fluid. I have found out that I have used lighter fluid what didn't say odorless, and it did have a little bit of taste of the fluid in my meats whenever I cooked or smoke it or whatever I'm making. Something else is, one time I wanted to do an experiment. So what I did is I took two kinds of meat, the same kind of meat, and I have several grills and smokers. So what I did is I made on one smoker, I started with the lighter fluid. On the other smoker, I started with the chimney. I cooked the meat same amount of time, and it was the exact same meat. And I took it off and even labeled it like A and B. A for like the chimney, B for like the lighter fluid. And I had them do a taste test. And they did a taste test on the meat. And they come back and I had like 5 of my friends over. And they all tasted the meat, and every one of them chose the lighter fluid. The one what I chose the one what I had started with the lighter fluid, they chose that over the other one. They said the one with the lighter fluid had the better taste. And I asked them, I said, "Can you taste any lighter fluid in the meat?" And they said, "No, we can't." I said, "Could you taste any lighter fluid in either of them, the first one or the second one?" They said they taste basically the same, but the one with the lighter fluid seemed to have a better taste to it. So, like I say, I've been doing this for a long time, making barbecues, and I know there's a bunch of people out there, professional pit masters, that's going to sit back and they're going to disagree with me, which that's okay. That's their own preference. If they don't want to use lighter fluid, then use whatever they like. Me, I'm going to use lighter fluid. I don't see any difference in the taste. Never have, and I think it's just old wives' tale that someone comes up with, saying that you got to use a chimney and all this. Go out and buy a chimney and start it this way. Me, I spray the lighter fluid on there. I crank up them coals and I barbecue. To me, it's just an old wives' tale, and I haven't had any complaints about my barbecue yet. Everybody tells me that the barbecue is so good that you need to go into competitions, which someday that's what I plan on doing, going into competitions, and probably going to freak them out when I use lighter fluid, but that's what I'm going to use. You can leave a comment whether you agree with me, whether you disagree with me. I appreciate all comments. And this was just a little bit of video to clear up whether use lighter fluid or use a chimney or some other means of lighting the fire. And taking the fact this is just my own opinion on how I do my barbecue, but also taking the fact that I did have a taste test and everybody chose the one with the lighter fluid. So if it's got the lighter fluid taste in it, I'm sure, and it tasted bad, the food, they would have chose the other one. And I appreciate you watching the video, and be sure to check out my channel. I have a lot of interesting videos on it, and appreciate you watching this. And leave a comment. I like all comments, and y'all take care.